Yo, what's going on? So, in this video, I want to talk about how trend continuation, how you could just profit off of trend continuation, and how to set key levels and how to go about trading key levels. So when it comes to gold, I just picked and I can even scroll back some. I just picked, even though I know it kind of sort of happened. What year this is? 2020. All right, cool. So we could just start right here in this area, even though it's choppy. But I'm gonna walk you from this point, which is let's see, April 1st, April 3rd, 2020. So we got to keep in mind we in a whole nother year now, almost halfway through with it. But March, April 3rd. So on Friday. So current price action is on Friday. So we gonna skip Saturday and Sunday and see how you could have compromised off of it. So we gonna be taking trades around Monday, New York. So when it comes to gold, and this is raw price action, I do use my SMAs. Once again, uh, my length is 50 on this one and 20 on this one. Everything pretty much still the same. It's still closed. So I'm gonna turn these off for a second. Now, when it come to gold, gold had made, and it's the 4 hours. So I'm a market. Yeah, I'm gonna mark it, and then I'm gonna zoom, and I'm gonna go to the daily, and I'm gonna zoom back in, just to kind of see like the overall. I don't even need that. I ain't even gonna do that. I'm just gonna mark it up on the 4 hour, and if I decide, I might take a look at it on the daily. But we're gonna start off with a horizontal line. So we do know that what current price is currently coming into these highs over here. So when it came to these highs, the most relevant of these highs would be right here for me, because you got price. It pretty much gapped from this area, broke past it, came came back through it. So it kind of sort of made some type of support and resistance, because this area be the resistance. Because if you look at after that, price tried to come up in this zone and it failed. So we'll label that resistance, but it broke past it, came back down, then it made a support, and then it made a new resistance down here before it made its way back up into this area. So this zone right here is a zone to consider it when looking at current price action. So basically, from that point, take that off. Then from that point, the next thing I'll be thinking is, if price was to reject this zone, because it rejected this zone before, what could price currently go? Where would price go? And I had to mark up right here, only because, as you see, you do got resistance turned into support right here, and then you got support, resistance, and persistence. So this is a key level too as well to me, when looking at the 4 hour and looking right here at the 4 hour. Now, if price does break this, then what my next area entrance would be somewhere around here, because as you see, price did form a large bullish candle, but then it was followed that the next couple hours by bearish momentum, and price, and the bears continued to push price down past this area of support, to then come down here and test into these zones down here. So that let me know that this is a strong area to look at, as well as this green wick right here that tapped past it, but then came back up. You know what I'm saying? And before it made it way to break that level, to then create another trend. So I'm paying attention to all this right now. I'm taking notes of all this in my mind as I'm looking on the 4 hour. Like, okay, cool. These are key levels that I do have marked up, um, despite the one where price currently is. So then from that point, I just want to see what price doing. Now, mind you, this was on Friday. Let me see, April 3rd was this. This was the Friday's candle. So I'm gonna pull a candle up on my. I'm gonna pull a calendar up on my phone. All right, now the what price currently is, which is the 7th. That's a Wednesday. So now we got price coming down here from that Friday, from this Friday, or from this Friday to the 6th. From down here from Friday to around Monday, Tuesday, price shot up in here and rejected and came back down right here. So now this what price failed to is an area interest, and I want to see what's all in that lined up to that. Now we got this right here, bam. So the next thing I'll be wanting to see what price do is I'll take a. Let me see some more price action. So from right there, I'll take a buy in this green zone to take it to the second black line. So that trade will somewhat look like this. Bam. Um, and I guess we can see what do it because bam, as you see, that trade would have been a winning trade. I took it from right there. And mind you, I just scrolled back. I didn't know that price was gonna do that. And our stop loss would be set somewhere right here. Bam. So we risk now this is just the 4 hour. I'm sure our entry would have been way cleaner than that on the on the lower time frame, but we would have took our trade on it. Actually, we would have never risked that much. We would have risked only around 50 pips. That's 62 pips. So no 54, all right. 54, 55. We risked 55 pips to gain 342 pips. So the, and let's just say that we was trading with a $2 lot size. I guess we could say. We ain't gonna say $2. We could say yeah, we could see what a $2 lot size would have been. We know the dollar would have been so yeah. If you would have used the dollar, you would have that would have been 342 through the door. $2 would have been 268. I'm tripping. 684. So that would have been 684 if you would have used the $2 lot size. If you used the $1 lot size, that would have been 342. Now if you use the let's just say 50 cent lot size, that would have been $171 that you would have made off that move. Now we're gonna go back into it. Let's just say we didn't see all that's going on right now. So bam, we got that. We got that price came and retested the zone right here. Once it came down, it came and retested that. And then another thing that we could have paid attention to that would have got us this trade, if we zoom in a little bit, as you see, price came and from guess we can put it to right here, the end of these, the bodies of these, from there to there. Nah, that wouldn't have did it. So I mean I gotta put it down some. Or from this last the last sellout candle. Bam. I'm gonna go with that one. That's the most confluent to this area. So as you see, this 38.2 zone would have got tested with these rejection candles. That was letting you know that it pretty much was no selling pressure in this area because of the bodies of these candles. It's a bunch of indecision right here, and it's crazy because this indecision is happening at a key level, a key zone in the market right now. As you see, once you look to your left, you got price right here wicking off that area and shooting to the downside. Now that price broke past that level and came back into that level, it's rejecting the down to go down. Now the next move it want to make is to the upside. So once it went to the upside, as you see, price continued, and then we're gonna zoom back out a little bit. Now at this point, if you were still in them trade, you could have took it all the way to your TP2, which is up here, for about 800 838 pips or 39 pips. And you could have just been moving your stop loss once you broke past this level and hit your first take profit, and you came back and retested it with these wicks up here. You could have then moved your stop loss to under those wicks, and then you could have just trailed the trade once it came and it broke past and it hit the high that it would have hit right here. Once it pulled back, you could have put your stop loss under these wicks right here or these bodies of candles right here. And once you would have got this candle right here that would have wicked down, you could have just simply got out the trade. Or if you wanted to wait to see how the next candle formed, you could have then got out the trade. And so technically you would have been somewhere, you would have made somewhere around 500 pips on this one if you was just trailing it and playing it safe at the same time. But if you would have just rolled it all the way up to your TP, you see you would have got the 800 in. So you basically would have left 300 pips on the table. Now when it comes to this area right here, I'm gonna continue to look left again at the what price was currently. So we created what price came and retested this support down here. So now key thing, now that I know that price keeps coming to retest this support, I know that price is going to make a resistance. And what could price resistance currently potentially be? It's going to be somewhere around this level right here. So I'll mark that level up as well. Now we'll put this right here, bam. So now we in a range. As you see, we got price making equal highs, equal lows, equal highs somewhere. It kind of act like it want to break through, but if you were skeptical on this trade, once you would have took your buys somewhere around, let me see, this the 4 hours. So technically, you would have been looking at this thing like this. Well, we got price make a high, make lower high, equal high, and a higher low. This higher low, this is considered a higher low because it's higher than this low right here that was formed after this lower high or this lower low. So this lower low is the lowest of this low, but then this low is a lower considered a lower high because the or higher low, my bad. It's considered a higher low because this low is higher than this low. So now you could take that in consideration that right now the it's a reversal going. So now price is going back to this resistance. Now you could have also did it this way too as well. You could have looked at it like this. Well, I know price gonna come to this support and come back into this resistance. And until price either break this support and shoots down, I'm gonna continue to look for buys whenever it comes to this support. So now you know you're gonna target up in this area for about 560 pips, and then you know that you want your stop loss. Now it's up to you. Me personally, I wouldn't use a 250 pip loss stop loss depending on the situation, but I will go for somewhere around 50. So let's just say we did the 50. You know what I'm saying? And we got in, bam, or we got in after we broke that level. So we got in around here, bam. As you see, the price would have never came back to our stop loss. But even if it did, it's only 50 pips. And we for a potential gain of 560 pips. So that would have been decent. What you see, it would have did that. Now we got price still playing the zone. So you're looking for every time price comes right here, you looking for sell. Every time price comes right here, you looking for a buy. So that's basically what buy the highs and sell the lows mean. You buying the high or you selling the highs, I meant, and you buying the lows every time. You buying the lows, you selling the highs. So now we got that. We got price break out of this zone. Now remind you, this was the highest point of the market during this duration right here, this time. So we want to mark that high up as a significant zone or something like that. So what do we got? It's crazy. We got price come back to that area right here, right? We not paying attention up here. I mean, we can play it that way too, but I'm just telling the story of the trend basically right now. So price came and retested this high right here. Bam. I want you to think I'm seeing what's going on. So the next stuff after that what we seen happen, I'm gonna still play it out. Now we got price come back right here. Bam. It breaks through. Once it break through, it came back down to retest this same area right here, the same zone right here. So now we want to mark that up. That's important to us because we know the market telling us it want to go up because it did create a three-legged extension as well to the upside. It created a 1, 2, and a 3. So now we know we in trend. Yeah, I could put some right there. So we know what's up. We created the 1, the pullback, the 2 before the push, the 3. Now when it came to that, we did get price come back down and retest this area. Now from that point, we just gonna play it safe. Well, then price came and it didn't break past this level. We just gonna put a buy in, and we're gonna look to take our buy to this point right here. Excuse me. I'm in preacher mode, man. To that point right there. Now we got we always keep a 50 pip stop loss. As you see, this is 60. This was wide, and price still never came to that 60. Now once we got to this point, bam, move. We see price do something again. That was important. Price came, it broke past this high, but it came back down to retest this support and resistance because you got resistance right here. A breakthrough and there's creating support. So now you get price come back up to retest this high right here, pull it back before it breaks out. Now you know you're in trend, another three-legged extension. Now what do you want to wait for? You want to see price create some type of support, some type of resistance before you get a breakthrough of that resistance and a pullback to that resistance. And then at that point, you look to take a trade right there. Bam. Set your stop loss right up under the last wick or the last couple of wicks in that area. As you see, you would never got hit. And when it comes to target, we're gonna zoom out on this one now. When it comes to targets, because I want to know what my target's gonna be. Actually, looking at that, we would have been making our top. So damn, I got price all the way back here. It's crazy. So oh no, I'm tripping. We're gonna do the monthly just to get an idea where we at. So once I zoom back to where we at, because we currently in this area or some shit, I'm gonna look to take price to these highs right here just to see if we can get to these highs. Bam. Now I'm gonna go back to the 4 hour so we can see what's going on. Now, as you see, we look to target those highs, which is this red line right here. So we would have target those highs for about 890 pips and only risked 60 pips to make 800, which would have been decent. And then as we see, we got a break through that level, a retest of that level. Bam. And price continued to keep going up, so you could continue to keep playing it how you was playing it. Well, once price break the support, take price back up to this resistance. As you see, when price came back to this resistance, the only way you're gonna look to trade it is if price break past it. It did break past it. You could have hopped in, bam, put your stop loss under this wick, took it up for however many pips you wanted to, just trailed it once it would have broke this level right here. So once you would have seen something like this, a reversal being made, 1, 2, 3, you could have just then got out at the pullback, which would have been right here around this point, and then probably took price back to this support and resistance right here. That's all the nuggets I'm gonna drop on this video.